Welcome to a special edition of Wipeout. Here's the star of the show, Bob Monkhouse.
Thank you very much, folks. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you and welcome to our Wipeout, where the famous friends of a waggish disposition foregather to win what they can for the charities of their choice. I flew from Heathrow to Manchester in the shuttle this morning, and it was a fine flight, but as we were, at the very last moment, we were right over the runway, just about to land, and the plane went... like that. And then it landed. And as I was leaving the plane, I passed by the pilot and I said, "Excuse me, thank you, very nice flight. It was a nice flight." But I wondered why at the last second, as just we landed, the plane went... I wonder why that was. And he said, I've no idea. Among my fellow passengers was the first of my three guests today. An all-round actor, and when you see the shape of him, you'll know why. A man of rare gifts, as he proves every Christmas. It's Bernard Cribbins. Pot and kettle, I think. The first time I saw our second guest, I knew she was drop-dead gorgeous. Because I said, "You're gorgeous," and she said, "Drop dead." Cleo Rockers. Why so shy? And finally, a comedian who describes himself as a squeaky-voiced gonk. He's so goofy, he spent all day yesterday trying to change the batteries in his sundial. Joe Pasquale. Oh, there you go. There he is. He's standing there, look. Look. Yeah. Thank you, folks. I say, Joe, 3 Royal Command performances, Royal Variety performances in 5 years. That's more than the Queen, isn't it?
That's a lot, isn't it? The last one I've done as well, which is in, I think it's about 95, was... Oh, no, well, it was last year's one. It was last year's one. And the Queen Mother, it was on the same night the Queen Mother was in hospital having her leg done. Yeah. And Des O'Connor was the host. And right at the end of the show, he shouted, he went, 3 cheers for the Queen! Hip, hip! And I went, replacement! And...
Listen, you sell out everywhere you go. You had that sell-out show at Blackpool.
Yeah, I was there for a long time, yeah.
Which was hilarious. What's next?
I'm going to be a lovey next year. I'm going to be an actor next year. And I'm doing a play called The Nerd.
Oh, so you're following in the footsteps of Rowan Atkinson, Jasper Carrot?
That's right, yeah. They tried to get Al Pacino, but he's doing panto in Swansea, he's doing wishy-washy, so... they said we have the same sort of acting styles, you know, so we're very similar, you know, like, say hello to my little friend.
Very similar. That's to the life.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Cleo, of course you came to prominence, if you'll excuse the expression, with Kenny Everett at the Kenny Everett Show, yes, which established you and I. That was wonderful. But since then, you've done loads of TV, a couple of movies, you've written your own shows and done your own one-woman show. So what are recent achievements that I've forgotten?
Well, I just wrote a book called Bananas Forever.
Bananas Forever, right.
Yes.
I hope you're proud of that.
I'm really proud of it. It was very hard to write, but it's really nice. It was really like having a brain baby in cardboard.
Yes. Oh, I've never heard
brain baby with 4 corners. But now I am proud of it.
Yeah. And what next on television?
I'm legally terrorising the new series of Wish You Were Here.
Oh, that's great.
So I go off and do
enormous
things.
I wish I were wherever you are.
Oh, well, so do I.
Is Cleo short for Cleopatra?
No. No, it's not.
And yet you have similarities. I once wrote a poem, and I think it was on a radio show with Bernard, about Cleopatra, which included the verse, "She never grew fragile, stayed supple and agile to the day she dropped dead on the mat. With a gasp she had pressed her asp to her breast," and you've got to be fit to do that. Happy days. Do you remember that series, Bernard?
I think I do, yes. Punchlines, yes.
Punchline,
We had a good time on that.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, but
Yeah.
you've done loads of radio, you've done TV. I had the privilege of creating a character called Cuffy that you played on television.
Yes, I remember that, and thank you very much. I enjoyed him.
You've been with the National Theatre, Guys and Dolls. You've been, you've got to play Doolittle in My Fair Lady in Houston, Texas.
That's right, Bob.
That's fantastic. Where do you feel most at home? In movies, television?
Actually, at home, particularly. Really, the place I like to be is at home. Yeah. No, theatre, I think, because that's where I started, and That's what I think I know best, probably.
When you started, how old were you?
14, professionally 14, yeah.
And that was in repertory?
In repertory at Oldham, yeah.
Where you were born?
Up the road, yeah.
Oldham. It's not... it's pronounced Oldham, but it's actually spelt Oldham.
Thank you.
What are you looking at us for? All three of our famous guests, ladies and gentlemen, are playing for their chosen charities, which we're keeping secret until later in the show. Let's begin, then, with the title of the first grid, shall we? Which is... Men in Drag. Oh, Bernard, you've done Widow Twankey and you've done Nurse Thingy.
Yes, and Charlie's Aunt, things like that, yeah, yeah. I like being in drag, it's quite fun.
You've never appeared as a woman, have you, Joe?
Well, not on purpose.
Cleo can't help it. But yeah, I always remember when I went into pantomime for the first time. I was in Manchester, and I was playing Buttons, and I was so thrilled to find the principal boy wasn't a boy and had no principles. Lucky old me, eh? Lucky young me. Let's reveal the 16 possible answers to this. Which of these well-known female characters were actually played by men? Here come 16 answers. 11 of those answers are correct. 5 are wipeouts. They're naughties. They're very bad indeed. If you pick the good ones off the grid, of course, the charity bank balance will rise by £50 for each correct answer. Choose a wipeout. Alas, it would be goodbye to whatever funds have been amassed. 4 became on our celebrities chose their lucky lots. And Joe goes first. Hello, Joe.
Hello, Bob.
Here we go.
Oh, I'll go for Pauline Calf, please.
You think Pauline is played by?
Steve Coogan.
Isn't he good?
Yeah.
Yes, we like Steve Coogan as Pauline Calf and as Paul. He's wonderful. So, again, a well-known female character actually played by men. Do you want to go double your 50?
Yes, please, Mrs. Doubtfire.
Right down there in the bottom left-hand corner of the grid, Robin Williams in that film of 1993, Mrs. Doubtfire. Yes, you have 100.
I'll go for Dame Edna Everage.
Dame Edna Everage, is that a fella?
Oh,
Lord, stop writing fan mail, I will. Edna Everage. Yes, indeed, housewife and superstar Barry Humphries.
I'm going to leave it there.
That's very nice indeed, £150
thank
back.
you very much.
So we... Cleo?
Cupid Stunt.
Cupid Stunt. Well, that's a character that you should know pretty well because it was created and played by Kenny Everett in that wonderful show in which you were first discovered by the public. Cupid Stunt, please. Yes.
Hilda Brackett.
Oh, Hilda Brackett. Well, many's the time I've embraced Patrick Fife because he looks so wonderful as Dame Hilda. Yeah.
Millicent Fritton.
Are you making things up? Millicent Fritton. Yes! Oh! What a shock. A couple of St Trinian's films had the great Alastair Sim playing that character.
That's
you now have £150 back for your charity. Would you like to play or pass?
Oh, I'll pass, please.
Thank you very much, yes. You've all chosen the ones I wanted.
Of course, PC.
Yes.
That's the way this game works, isn't it?
Divine Brown.
You think that's a woman played by a man?
Yes.
That would come as a considerable shock to Hugh Grant, I believe. Divine Brown.
Oh, goodness gracious. Yes, who was I thinking of?
I don't know who you were thinking.
Tall, she's very tall.
I'm thinking of Bette Midler.
No. He's short, isn't he? RuPaul is the one I'm thinking of.
Oh, RuPaul.
Yes, not on the list.
No, I'm afraid
but if we could put him in place of that cross, then I've won.
We're back to you, Joe, with £150 to look after. There are 5 correct answers, only 4 wipeouts now.
Gloria Beaumont.
You said Gloria Beaumont. Any idea who that is?
Yeah, it was Melvin Hayes in Ain't Half Hot Mum.
Yeah. Oh, very well done.
Yeah.
Gloria! From 1974 to 1981. I love that show.
Yeah.
OK, got £200 in the bank.
I'm going to go another one, Marjorie Dawes.
Marjorie Dawes, again.
Yeah.
Seesaw, Marjorie Dawes, who?
It's George Dawes' mum.
Oh, what are the scores? Marjorie Dawes? Yes, quite right. Played by George Dawes and Shooting Stars with Reeves and Mortimer. And you have £250 play or pass.
I'm going to pass there, definitely.
We're back with you, Cleo. There's only 3 correct answers on the grid.
Well, I'm going to go for Lady Agatha.
I think that's a nice choice, Lady Agatha Gascoigne.
De Gassett.
Yes. Do you remember the movie Kind Hearts and Coronets?
No.
Yeah.
Oh. Alec Guinness, please.
Your place.
Yes, it's one of the many characters, 8, I believe, that were played by Alec Guinness in that wonderful film.
Wonderful. Well, I got one right.
Yes, you did.
Bernard.
Yeah,
Let's see if I can get one right, yeah.
Bernard, there's 100 quid's worth of answers up there. 2 correct answers, 4 wipeouts.
Dorothy Michaels.
You like Dorothy Michaels on the top...
I might do in a minute.
Dorothy Michaels, yes, was played...
Oh, goody. Pass.
Yes, Tootsie.
Oh, right.
Tootsie.
Right.
1982, Dustin
Yeah,
Hoffman.
right.
Thanks, Bernard.
Only one correct answer. Joe, which one is it?
I'm going to go for Sister Mary Immaculate, because I just am. No particular reason, but it just says, oh, look at me.
You're putting 250 quid on Sister Mary. Has the nerd proved even more nerdish than usual? Caroline Aherne plays that character on stage when she's not Mrs. Merton or part of the royal family.
Right.
She is brilliant. Sorry that's wiped out your dough.
No, so it's not necessary to apologise.
You come and stand on my cubicle. There's plenty of money enough for two.
God bless her. There's one correct answer up there, Cleo. Is it Mandy
dear.
Patinkin, Cinnamon Carter, Audrey Totter, Edna Turnblad?
I don't know any of these people. I'm going to say Cinnamon Carter.
If Cinnamon Carter is a correct answer, you will have £250 for your charity. If not, you'll get wiped out. Cinnamon Carter. Cinnamon Carter. Do you remember Mission Impossible?
Oh, yes, yes.
It was played by Barbara Bain, wife of Martin Landau in that series. So you'll never forget that.
There you
now,
go.
will you?
Nope.
That leaves me right in it up to there, doesn't it? Absolutely.
Turn your 50 into 100 by picking the right answer out of those three.
I think Edna sounds such a delight that I'm going to go for Edna Turnblad.
You probably know that Audrey Totter was an American actress
Indeed,
in
I
movies.
knew that one. I wasn't sure about Mandy Patinkin.
He's in Chicago Hope, among other
That's
things.
the one. That's why I'm going for Edna.
OK. Well, we think it's the character from the film Hairspray, played by not Divine Brown, but Divine. Is that right, Edna? Yeah. Well, take a butcher's. Neither Joe nor Cleo have any money in the bank, although Joe gave us 5 correct answers, Cleo gave us 4. Bernard, with only 2 correct answers so far, has £100 in the bank. He's in the lead, so we start with Bernard on our second grid, and the title is... Hi-ya! Martial art is an ancient practice, often ending in heavy bruising of the ear hole, it says here. Who writes this? But can you tell me which of these are martial arts? Like, for example, I know it's not on the list, Shotokan. Shotokan is the art of self-defense, and people who understand Shotokan become much more self-confident and they feel safer. I find a shot of gin does exactly the same thing for me. But these are the answers you have to choose from. Here they come, 16 of them. From Aikido to sushi to wonton to kung fu. Which of these are martial arts? Bernard, pick me a martial art.
I'll go for number 1, Aikido.
Aikido, right up there in the top left-hand corner. The way of harmony. Yep.
Can I try a few more?
Oh, please do, Bernard.
Please do. Taekwondo, the Korean art.
The Korean art of hand and foot fighting, Taekwondo. Yes, sir.
Jiu-jitsu.
Jiu-jitsu.
Bless you.
Blessed on samurai system of fighting without weapons, Jiu-jitsu. Yes, you now have £250 banked. There are 8 correct answers remaining, 5 wipeouts.
Karate.
Karate. I went to karate courses in the evening. It was late-night chopping. Late-night chopping. They never stop. Karate. Yes, the art of the empty hand, which, of course, you've learned when you're dealing with waiters.
I think I will let Joe have a go now.
That's very kind. There are 7 correct answers up there, Joe, but 5 wipeouts to trap you.
OK, Kung Fu, which is the obvious one there.
Yes, kung fu
Quite
fighting.
obvious, yeah.
Yes,
quite obvious, that one, because I used to watch David Carradine when I was little, and he'd go, oh, well, grasshopper and all of that, so that's definitely Kung Fu, isn't it?
It's the most obvious of the lot.
Obvious to me, anyway.
So look at Bernard Cribbins with contempt for a second. Kung Fu! Literally means combat.
Ah, does it? That's interesting, isn't it? Ninjutsu.
Ninjutsu! Legendary. Yeah, the ninja assassins use that. That's why they have the nin in front of it.
Oh, yeah. They have balaclavas on, don't they?
Yes, anything with nin in
Pistols on,
There's
don't
a
they?
bit of elastic along the front
That
as
you used
well.
to have in when you did gym at school.
We have £100 back for Joe.
Judo, please, Bob.
Oh, judo. We have
Judo.
judo. It's a modern martial art. Judo. Yes. Yeah, I have £150 back. There are 4 correct answers.
I'll have one more and go for kendo, please.
And kendo. Do you know, when I was in Liverpool, I was flattened by kendo. He hit me with his wallet. It's a doddy joke, folks. Kendo. Yes, sword art means the way of the sword. So you now have £200 back. There are 3 correct answers. You're going to pass?
I'm going to pass now.
So £150 worth of correct answers up there, Cleo, if you can find them.
Oh, Tai Chi.
Tai Chi on the top line. Is that a Chinese system of exercise? Tai Chi? Yes, it's also a martial art. Well chosen. £50 in the bank.
I'm going to pass, please.
All right, we're back with you, Bernard. You have £300 to look after and only 2 correct answers on the grid.
I see sumo.
You see sumo. Oh, yes. Oh, there's big fat men in their nappies.
That's right.
Right, sumo, Japanese wrestling. We count that as a martial art? We do indeed. Which means there's only 1 correct answer remaining.
That's Joe's then.
Thank you, Bernard.
Joe, can you find it? There's 6 answers up there. Sushi, lychee, Fu Manchu, wonton, sake and anise.
And a little fried rice and they're off.
I'm going to go for the anise, because it's the only one I've not heard of there.
Well, that's because you haven't been to the Philippines. Anise. Yes. Right now, reviewing the scores, they're very handsome. We see that £350 is credited to Bernard Cribbins, £250 to Joe, but alas, it's breaking my heart. Cleo.
Oh, I'll just go up and warm your dressing room up a little bit.
Oh, wow, suddenly my heart is healed. What's your charity?
My charity is the Royal Marsden BDU Clinic.
In that case, may I have the privilege of doubling your £50 to 100 and thanking you for playing Wipeout?
Thank you very much.
Cleo Rocas, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. At this stage of our celebrity Wipeout, Joe has £250 to the credit of his charity and Bernard £350. Round 2, of course, is the Wipeout auction. That's where Bernard and Joe will bid against each other as to how many correct answers they can spot on the grid. Well, here's the title of the grid on your screen right now. Grandstand presenters. We're going to ask you which of these have been presenters or stand-in presenters of the BBC sports programme Grandstand. Dickie Davis, David Coleman, Steve Ryder, Ian Wooldridge, Ray Stubbs, Kent Walton, Jeremy Clarkson, Helen Rollison, Frank Boff, Sue Barker, Desmond Lyon and Peter Dimmock. Bernard, since he has £350 banked, gets to bid first. So, Bernard, how many can you correctly identify out of the 8 correct answers on the grid?
I think I can do 5.
That's a good bid. Joe, can you do better than that?
That's a very good bid, isn't it? It's very cocksure, that's what it is. And I'm not that cocksure. So... Oh.
You'd have to bid 6, which is higher than 5.
I sussed that, Bob. I'm going to let Uncle Bernard do it then.
Thank you.
Here we go, BC. We want 5 presenters or stand-in presenters of Grandstand. Starting now, please.
David Coleman.
Yes, sir. Went to the chair of Question of Sport.
Peter Dimmock, way back.
Dimmock, way back. Yeah, he was the very first presenter of Grandstand.
Desmond Lynam.
Des. So laid back, that Des. The one and only Des Lynam. Also presenter of How Did They Do That?
Sue Barker.
Bottom left-hand corner of the grid. Was she a stand-in on Grandstand? She was. One more correct answer and you win the grid, Bernard.
Frank Boff.
The presenter of Breakfast Time and so many other programmes, Frank Boff.
Yeah.
Very well played. The Wipeouts were Dickie Davis, Ian Wooldridge, Kent Walton and Jeremy Clarkson, who never presented Grandstand or stood in for presenting Grandstand. So Bernard wins this round of the game and will go on to the end game to try and win that jackpot for his charity. Joe, you have £250 in the bank. To which charity would you like that to go?
It's going to the Kent Air Ambulance, because they had one this year and it crashed, so they need another one.
Joe, thanks very much for playing the game.
Thank you, Uncle
Joe
Bob.
Pasquale, ladies and gentlemen. Bernard, join me at the game control.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for special guest Bernard Cribbins, who has managed to accumulate, through very clever playing, £350 for his charity, which is?
Which is the White Lodge Centre in Chertsey, Surrey, near where we live. And it's a centre that looks after children with cerebral palsy and brain damage from various accidents or whatever, you know.
Yeah, £350 will come in handy, and
Excellent.
of course, right now we're going to try and win some more. And
Good.
I'm certain that you will. If I may explain this to you in these terms, if each correct answer out of 6 that you find, the first 5 will be worth £100 each.
Right.
Should you pick all 6, then we will have a total jackpot of £1,300. That's quite a jackpot. So, Bernard, do you feel ready and fit for this?
Yes.
Let's have a look at 4 categories. Here they are. Which one of those tickles your fancy?
Music, I think.
Music. You've always been a musical gent.
I have indeed, yes. The old comb and paper never failed.
You've been in a lot of musicals, too.
Yeah.
Let's find out what that simple word hides. And it's country and western.
Oh, my God.
Is that something you like?
Well, some, yes, yes. All right, we'll see what happens.
Which of these are country and western singers? Not country and western songs, but the singers. Here are the possible answers you have to choose from. Do you think you can manage this?
Well, I'm a bit concerned about the sprinting backwards and forwards, actually.
Why?
Well, I've got this knee problem, so when I was playing cricket and you had an injury or something, you were allowed to have a runner. Is that possible in this game? A runner?
Well, no one's ever done it before, Bernard.
Haven't they?
No.
Oh, well, can we inaugurate a runner, do you think?
Shall I ask Joe Pasquale if he's available?
No, don't ask him, for God's sake. No, let's have the other person. The other person. Cleo, would you...
Cleo Rockers?
Yes, why not? Yes. Oh, thank you, darling. There we are.
I shall always think of you as the other person from now on.
So many of us.
Sorry, Joe.
I'm a small crowd.
Oh, I'm so beautifully put together. I'd love to move along now. Now, here we have the 12 answers. You want to see a 6 in the top left-hand corner, a minute to win is in the top right-hand corner, and acting on Bernard's advice, your minute starts now.
Right, Dolly Parton, Patsy Cline, next one, Conway Twitty, Randy Travis, Kenny Rogers, and Tanya Tucker. Try it. Press the button. Ow! Oh! Hey! That was fantastic. Well, I wasn't sure about the last one, but I think you helped a little.
No, it was...
You knew Tanya Tucker, didn't you?
Oh, I just happened to be standing there. It was your lucky orb that did it.
That was good. Good. Excellent.
Well, it's wonderful. It's good. It's absolutely sensational. And you have, between you, won the jackpot for Bernard's charity.
Well, I really feel I should give half of it to Cleo's charity as well, perhaps.
Well, that's a wonderful thought.
Shall we do that?
Oh, how
we split
kind
it.
of you. Oh,
we'll split it.
Bernard, thank you.
Split it 50-50,
Yep.
and that's all delightful. All it needs for me to say is thank you to you both. There's £1,300 going to your 2 charities. And, do you know, the Bishop of Westminster was asked once, do you pray for our members of Parliament? And he said, no, I look at our members of Parliament and I pray for our country. Which just about wipes me out, except for saying, Joe, won't you join us out here? Ladies and gentlemen, would you thank Joe and Cleo and Bernard?
Thank you, Joe.